How's it going, everybody? It's good to be back after about a 2 or 3 months hiatus from making videos. What's even better is I'm back with a short review for Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantamania. Going into this, the second Ant-Man movie was one of those movies that really caught me off guard how crazy into the sci-fi quantum stuff it was going, and I was extremely excited to see where they carried the quantum realm plot lines in the following movie. With the title like Quantamania, I knew I was going to be pretty pleased. You got Paul Rudd returning, as well as Michelle Pfeiffer, Evangeline, Lilly, Michael Douglas, and then a new actress for Cassie Lang, played by Kathryn Newton. I'm not sure we're doing a third or his daughter when the last one seemed to be the right age anyways, but some time has passed. Cassie's entered adulthood and she's starting to relive some of those issues that Scott Lang himself has faced. Without giving too much away here, because there's a lot of surprises and fun little jokes about their family dynamic, all of that great stuff they're setting up goes out the window pretty quick because this movie is fast-paced. We are jumping right into the quantum realm. There's some phenomenal CGI animation going on within the quantum realm. It's very fractal, living, microscopic driven universe. Everything's alive, everything's HD, everything's super trippy, and Kang's there. That's not really a spoiler, it's in the trailer. Jonathan Majors back as Kang in the true blue-purple Kang form is what I have been excited to see the most recently with a Marvel movie. In case I haven't mentioned it, Kang is my original Avengers run bad guy. I don't remember exactly what year it was, but the first Avengers comics I got from my dad, he was the main character. No matter what the Avengers did, he always came out on top, floating around in his weird egg-shaped chair or on a blue platform. Just to see this with an actor like Jonathan Majors get to go headfirst into that role and give us a taste of what the Kang Dynasty plotline is going to be like going forward is phenomenal. Jonathan Majors is definitely the star of the show in this, though I did want to point out he overshadows Ant-Man and the rest of the Ant family. I don't know, like the Bat family, but with Ant-Man's characters. That family dynamic is also a little bit down without the presence of Michael Pena, T.I., or Cassie's mom even. I mean, there's a big group of characters that are left out of the story, even though we get very up to date on what exactly Scott Lang's been up to in the first few minutes. But they really only had the necessary characters for telling the Quantamania story. I say that, and there's also a big group of people that are displaced because of Kang that live within the quantum realm, including Bill Murray, who has a very small appearance just because this movie is only 2 hours long. I think my biggest complaint with it is involving that group of people is that there wasn't enough time to really flesh them out, give them a lot of emotional pull or depth. There's a pretty big character moment for them that happens near the end of the movie that is absolutely epic, mind you, but I didn't really feel the connection to those characters enough for it to feel completely warranted. Overall, though, I thought the movie was extremely enjoyable. Unlike most people, I've actually really enjoyed Phase 4 and the way it's kind of branched out into different parts of the Marvel Universe and the Marvel lore. And I thought it was an utter spectacle to see as well. The 3D was phenomenal, and it may have been one of the better movies of the phase, though I will say Wakanda Forever, No Way Home, Shang-Chi are still probably my favorites in the phase. This one is up there battling it out. Though it isn't the strongest story-wise, and it stripped back a lot of the Ant-Man cast we've gotten to know over the last 2 movies, they had some really great character moments for every single member they do have. Michael Douglas and Michelle Pfeiffer both have great moments in their respective roles, with Michelle Pfeiffer's Janet Van Dyne really taking the central storytelling method within the quantum realm because, well, she's been here before and she may have lied a little bit about how exactly it is down here. That dynamic pushes this movie into the journey to the center of the earth, full sci-fi type of Marvel thing. It's way bigger scope than any Ant-Man movie before it, and that's not just a size joke. Despite all of this, the Marvel humor lays throughout, even though Ant-Man is a more comedic set of movies for a D-list character, with all the epicness and grandiose and serious performances from Jonathan Majors in particular, those Marvel one-liners do land a little more clunky than they usually do, with a lot more space hanging after the joke, and it almost feels like a necessity for them to have them in there. Kind of weird to say in the Ant-Man movie that the comedy was the part that felt a little awkward to me, but the biggest thing that I wish it had was another 30 minutes. Maybe even 40, just to kind of flesh things out. I said that about a lot of movies this phase, even Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness that's around 2 hours 15 long. They were just juggling so much character development, plot development, future phase development, multiversal problems that you get lost in the mess sometimes. And though this movie was a lot more focused and moving a lot better on that adrenaline-fueled pace, Jonathan Majors' performance really sold it for me. Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror is just such a physical and emotional presence. I'm not just talking about the Men's Health shoot. Kang is terrifying. He's completely the conqueror you'd expect him to be, and the 2 after-credit scenes that are very heavily linked to him, not trying to get too spoilery here, flesh it out even more and give this movie a lot more of an epic taste, or Peyton Reed and Kevin Feige were talking about an Avengers-level conflict. Have you guys seen Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantamania? Let us know what you thought about it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and we'll see you in the next one. Ben and Bev, out.